The world is a kaleidoscope, and each culture is a unique and vibrant collection of the human experiences. Growing up with an international perspective, I discovered that exploring this diversity is not just an opportunity, but also a responsibility we all share. My name is Dongting, and I'm an international student from Anqing, Anhui, China.
For several years now, we've been fortunate enough to have Dongting helping us elevate the University of Minnesota Morris community and opportunities for all students, and especially for our international students.
Dongting is an amazing advocate for international students and partnerships.
Dongting is a stellar example of what global citizenship means and what we at the University of Minnesota Morris campus hope we can support in all of our students. A first-generation student who crossed national borders and oceans in order to learn and expand his perspectives.
As a professor of communication, media, and rhetoric, I really met Dongting first during early COVID when we were all online.
I felt like I really got to know Dongting, and I could feel Dongting's enthusiasm for the material and for being a student here at the University of Minnesota Morris.
Even before he got here, he has just offered his help as a participant of the summer program.
Committed to learning about communication and culture, and also committed to learning about ways to be skillful in communicating with other students and other people in general. He took this enthusiasm for learning and he took it back to Morris when we finally were all once again in person together.
He came in right after COVID, was able to revitalize our international student organization, get that running again. They put together an incredible spring festival program.
All of his programs and events he's had, yes, being centered and thinking about our international students and building that community, but also increasing international education.
He's an empathetic leader that really understands the international student perspective, but also inviting domestic students, staff, and faculty into programs as well.
Dongting has been amazing as a community advisor in the residence halls. He's made personal connections with each international student that he has. He has done intentional programming to make sure that students feel heard, and he's been such a great resource for students, both about international student experience, but then also for international students to feel safe, welcome, heard, and feel like they have a place here on campus.
Repeatedly, people comment to me on how warm and engaging he is and what a really excellent voice he is for the international student experience on the Morris campus.
Always interacting in a respectful, collegial way with students that shows grace and compassion regarding intercultural and multicultural encounters.
He really has an eye for detail in terms of just going above and beyond consistently on what would be a benefit to international students when it comes to transportation, when it comes to just little details about summer storage, that my students need. Even post office issues in the summer. He's really highlighted what the needs are for the international students and has gone above and beyond any expectations I could ever have of him.
I think about his commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think about how he has such cultural humility, not thinking that he's the center of everything, but really that openness, curiosity for learning about other people's culture, identities, and communities.
I know from his work in a class I co-taught last fall, an honors class on Native American ledger art and medieval manuscripts, that Dongting has a brilliantly curious mind and is willing to explore all sorts of new ideas and opportunities. He embodies the ideals of a Morris student and a Morris education in seeking to pursue intercultural competence, global citizenship, and environmental stewardship.
He brings to the discussion and conversation unique examples that highlight a way of thinking that is inclusive and is descriptive.
And he's supportive of the professors. Dongting comes to music professor recital and is very positive and uplifting and always there for everybody. He has committed himself to learning diverse repertoire from composers around the world and underrepresented composers.
And there's a lot to say about that. But I am especially appreciative that Dongting was part of an international student delegation and course that traveled to Germany to study the clean energy transition. Our travel was not without challenges. I was so thankful for his travel expertise, positive attitude, and the mentorship he provided other students. He also created a travel blog during the journey that is an exemplary model of sharing an international experience.
And developing multiple research projects that paved his scholarly way into grad school. Across borders, challenges, and cultures, Dongting brings a world of curiosity and scholarly rigor to anything he attempts.
And he embraces all the aspects that a Morris education can offer. He represents us well, and we're happy to have had him and keep having him as part of the Morris community.
Congratulations, Dongting. Well deserved. Your efforts are making the world a better and more sustainable place.
I always believe that the more we explore how vastness our world is, the closer we become. Over the past few years, I have been honored to receive kindness, help, and global thinking from the people around me, and trying to express and influence others with the same thing. The University of Minnesota Morris is a small but diverse international community that I'm really honored to be part of. For me, this award is a milestone and the starting point of a new adventure.